General Visitation, Indonesia. On January 20th, 2025, Sister Mary Ann, Sister Mary Karuna, and Sister Maria Nonata arrived at the Notre Dame community, Jakarta, to begin the General Visitation. This visitation began with an online meeting with all the sisters in the province. The sisters were enthusiastic to attend the meeting, even though it was via Zoom. In this meeting, Sister Mary Ann presented and shared their visitation journeys in other provinces. We are also happy to see the developments and extraordinary efforts of our sisters to keep our SND charism and spirit alive. Then the sisters began the visitation, journeying from one community to another. Of course, this was a very long but meaningful journey. Although the distance from one community to another was not that close and required long hours of travel, the sisters remained enthusiastic and happy to visit each community according to the predetermined agenda. Each community the sisters visited always provided a surprise by presenting various regional dances of Indonesia. In addition, the sisters in the community also served various typical Indonesian foods so that the sisters could enjoy them. This was a valuable experience for every sister in Our Lady of Good Counsel province, since during the visit, each community also presented community programs and activities that they had carried out so far. In the end, our sisters visited 19 communities on 4 different islands in over 20 days. The general visitation was brought to a close with a very solemn Eucharistic celebration. The songs sung by the junior sisters were very lively, so that the atmosphere was even more joyful. The junior sisters also prepared various events to entertain the sisters. We are very happy about the visitation. We are also grateful because the sisters always enjoyed their trips during the visitation. We share the love of our good and provident God. Vietnam. Twice a week, the Hoc Mon community in Vietnam organizes English classes after school for some children in our area. It is not only about imparting knowledge of a new language to children, but more importantly, we are sowing the seeds of faith, love, and hope in their hearts. Each lesson is an opportunity for us to experience the simplicity, innocence, and purity of the children. We see the eagerness in their eyes and the sincerity in their every gesture. Through that, we realize we are continuing the spiritual legacy of St. Julie, Sister Maria Luisa, and Sister Maria Ignatia through the living tradition of our congregation. Article 65. Taking part in the work of evangelization, Article 66, and we believe that by collaborating with God in this work, we are sowing the seeds of love, faith, and hope for the next generations. On Sunday afternoon, March 30th, 2025, instead of our usual English class, we organized a program to celebrate the 175th anniversary of our congregation. This is not only a special event, but also an opportunity for us and the children to reflect on the 175-year journey of the congregation. It is not just a chance for the children to show their interests and abilities, but also a moment for us to give thanks to God, who has always guided and provided for us in everything we do. We saw the joy and innocence of the children. We made milk tea, which we shared our recipe on the reserved website, and had time to sing together. Some of them boldly shared their singing voices, while others added their cheerful rhythms and simple instruments. Seeing the children immerse themselves in the anthem, we felt simple yet profound happiness, a sign of the seeds of faith sprouting in their hearts. Those moments further strengthened our belief that the seeds of love and hope we plant today will continue to grow and bear fruit. As our spiritual mother, St. Julie Billiart, said, let us do all we can to make the good God known and loved by all who surround us. From her letter, number 162. May the Lord continue to guide and bless us so that we may always fulfill our mission and reflect God's love for everyone throughout our daily lives. On February 22nd and 24th, 2025, Incheon, Regina Pacis Province held an assembly with the 2025 provincial vision, Do Whatever He Tells You, from John chapter 2, verse 5. Each year we gather twice to reflect on the past year spent. To reflect on the past year spent under God's provident care and on the province's vision and directions for the year. In the morning, Father Emmanuel of Claretian Missionaries, the brother of Sister Mary Hema in the Bangalore province, India, was invited to give a talk about the vow of poverty, which ignited a fire in our hearts. After enjoying a tasty lunch together, the afternoon was dedicated to discussing the provincial vision for the year and various plans. Especially as we mark the 175th anniversary of the congregation under the theme Pilgrims of Gratitude and Hope, the Incheon province members reflected on what our long history of 175 years means to us personally and as a community, and how to joyfully share our intentions with the world in this special year. Living in prayer and on the spiritual journey of the historical year, we also enjoyed taking fun photos with 5 friends of Emmaus by cutting out the faces from the printed pictures of St. Julie, Bernard Overberg, Sister Maria Aloysia, Sister Maria Ignatia, and Sister Maria Bertilda, the last Korean missionary from Germany, and holding them up over our faces. This playful photo time not only brought lots of laughter, also deep gratitude for all the sisters and friends who have been part of the journey of 175 years. The assembly was a precious opportunity for us to be united with Sisters of Notre Dame around the world in celebrating 175 years of our foundation and to experience our global sisterhood more deeply. Inauguration of the new administration team in the province of Our Lady of Good Counsel, Indonesia. On February 14, 2025, there was a meaningful event for the congregation of the Sisters of Notre Dame in Our Lady of Good Counsel Province, Indonesia, the installation of the newly appointed provincial superior and the council members. The newly appointed sisters are Sister Maria Robertine as the provincial superior, Sister Maria Yossi, Sister Maria Cristiana, Sister Maria Graciela, and Sister Maria Yolenta as the provincial councilors. This transition began with a discernment process led by Sister Mary Shrija, SND. The sisters were very enthusiastic about participating in the leadership discernment process. On the day of the inauguration, Sister Mary Ann, the Superior General, encouraged us and our new leadership team. Also sharing in the celebration were Sisters Mary Karuna and Maria Nonata, both counselors in the general government in Rome. This event began with a very lively and grateful Eucharistic celebration. The junior sisters sang lively songs during the Holy Mass, enhancing the atmosphere of prayer and making it become more solemn. This marked a new chapter in the spiritual journey and service for the Our Lady of Good Counsel Province, Indonesia, as well as a moment that strengthened the commitment and spirit of the new leadership. This inauguration is not only an administrative ceremony, but also a sign of renewal and strengthening in serving God and others. In this event, the sisters appointed for the next 6 years of leadership are expected to carry out their duties wisely, lovingly, and with dedication. Congratulations, dear sisters, for your willingness to carry out these responsibilities entrusted to you. We will always support and pray for you for the development of our beloved province. Patronal Feast Day, Regina Pacis Province, Korea. With the crocus, an early spring flower, as a messenger of spring after a bitterly cold winter, we celebrated the Annunciation, the patronal feast day of our congregation, on March 25th. In her letter dated on March 25th, 2025, Sister Mary Ann asked us a question. How are we now being invited to continue to write this great story into the next 175 years? In order to continue writing the ND story for the next 175 years, Regina Pacis Province spent the day in feast and celebration, a day for all of us while reflecting on the past with gratitude and sending Mary's resounding fiat to our broken world with hope. The warm care of a sister who baked muffins for everyone in the provincial house a day before the feast reminded us of Sister Maria Aloysia's love, who would bake bread for orphans in her later days. The 175th anniversary logo on the muffin led us to appreciate God's goodness and provident care, which began with 2 young teachers responding yes to the call in 1850 and continues today after 175 years. We thank God that we could sing our hope during the evening adoration so that our beautiful and incredible story may go on to the whole world, and we could spend this day with gratitude for 175 years. Notre Dame expands its mission with new school building. Canoas, Brazil. The Notre Dame School in Nova Santa Rita, part of the metropolitan region of Porto Alegre, is embarking on an exciting new chapter. Inaugurated in 2022, the Notre Dame School for Early Childhood Education originally occupied the former novitiate of the 2 Brazilian provinces. In just 3 years, the school has grown significantly, creating the need for a new and larger infrastructure. This expansion will take shape in a new building located in the heart of Nova Santa Rita, on a street named in honor of the school and the Notre Dame Educational Network. An emblematic recognition of the institution's mission in the region. The cornerstone of the new building was laid during a meaningful ceremony on March 22, 2025. Currently, the school offers early childhood education and the first 2 grades of elementary education. The new facility will allow the institution to offer a complete elementary education program, housed in a modern designed environment that meets the growing needs of the school community. Sister Shirley Maria, Provincial Superior, emphasized the importance of this development in continuing the Notre Dame mission. Quote, "Expanding our Notre Dame school means ensuring that the principles of Notre Dame continue to play a vital role in the education of children and adolescents, promoting holistic development and shaping future leaders who are committed to transforming society." End quote. The ceremony was attended by sisters, local authorities, teachers, families, and other guests, all celebrating this major milestone for the city's educational future. Nova Santa Rita's mayor, Rodrigo Batistella, a proud Notre Dame alumnus, expressed his enthusiasm. Quote, "For a long time, we have dreamed of having a school with the significance of Notre Dame. This is a major investment in the growth and development of our city." End quote. At the conclusion of the event, Notre Dame students left their artistic mark by drawing and painting on the panels surrounding the construction site. These panels also feature renderings of the future school building, the completion of which is projected for December 2025. A Night to Vietnam for the 175th Jubilee year in the Incheon Provincial House, Korea. Rejoicing in our Lord's resurrection, we celebrated a Vietnamese International Night as part of the 175th Jubilee Year program. We had the help of 3 Vietnamese sisters who are staying in the provincial house during their tertianship. After practicing, we said a prayer and sang a song in Vietnamese during the Vespers on Easter Day. For supper, we cooked together traditional Vietnamese food, bang trang and bang teo. Sisters at the provincial house had looked through recipes from different countries on the congregational website and picked Vietnamese ones because we are generally familiar with that cuisine, and most importantly, we had the Vietnamese tertians with us. Bang trang, a type of spring roll well known in Korea, but quite different from the original, brought us both familiar and new aspects of culinary culture. When practicing prayers and songs in Vietnamese, we experienced some of the difficulties and challenges our 3 tertians must have been facing over the past few months due to the differences in our languages. After supper, they presented a simple recreational program to the community along with the 2 novices who are preparing themselves for the first profession. We were happy and grateful to celebrate our first international night with our Vietnamese sisters. We wish our tertians, who are returning to their home country soon, a sense of our one hope and one mission spirit.
Tung tình yêu vô biên của Chúa, cho con tin rằng trên tình yêu Chúa đã quy tụ chúng con trong mỗi dòng nước tu đức bạn, để cùng chung chia một đạo xung, một tinh thần và một sư phụ trong sự đa dạng khác biệt về ngôn ngữ và văn hóa. Xin cho chúng